Hello, everybody. My name is Marco Chak, and today I'll be guiding you to a mindfulness experience where it's all about going inside your body, connecting back to it. So by the end of it, you'll feel calm, relaxed, loving, and equanimous. So if that sounds good to you, I'll invite you to join this mindfulness meditation. And you can start by just getting a little bit loose. Stretch if you have to. Just make sure your body is nice and relaxed. And once you're good with that, now I invite you to just find a comfortable position, either sitting cross-legged on a chair or even laying behind a wall. The key here is just to have your back straight so you won't fall asleep, and it just helps you with your overall meditation. Now that you're in a good position, the next thing we gotta do is just gently close your eyes when you're ready, and this just helps us connect back to ourselves with no distraction through our visual. Now with the breath, I invite you to just take a couple long, nice, deep, soft breath. And once you can't inhale anymore, just slowly, softly exhale it out. This practice of connecting back to the breath is the foundation of many mindfulness exercises. It's just a beautiful way of connecting back to the body, and it's accessible for us to use this technique anytime we wish to. Beautiful. Keep breathing deeply and softly. If there's any thoughts right now that comes into your mind about the past or about the future, just gently guide it back to your breath with no judgment at all. All we're doing right now is just create a space for yourself to connect with yourself and mindfully breathe. What a beautiful time of your day to just connect back to yourself. Now, I want to invite you to just breathe with no deliberate influence. Just allow your breath to flow naturally. And all we're gonna do here is just to observe. Just pay attention to how your breath is doing. How fast you breathe. How deep you breathe. And where your breath directs to which area of your body. All we're doing here is just observing. Just observe, no need to participate. Beautiful, you're doing great. Now when you're ready, I invite you to move your attention to the top of your head. Slowly direct your attention to the top of your head. You may or may not feel a pulling sensation, heat, tingling, pleasant or unpleasant sensations. Don't mind the sensation, all you want to do is just observe and feel. If there's any thought that comes into your mind right now, again, just gently direct it back to observing and feeling. Now once you feel the attention into your top of your head, what we're going to do now is just to slowly direct your attention to your forehead. Just scan this area of your forehead. And observe if there's any sensation that is occurring right now in that specific area of your body. Beautiful. And one thing that will really help us is to observe with a relaxed gaze. You will feel some tension be released on your temples. By relaxing our mind, it helps us detach from our mind and just take a break from it. And if you don't feel the release of tension on your temples, that's okay too. There's no expectations. Now gently we'll move our attention to our ears. Just pay attention to the intricate details of the sound around you. really listen with all your attention and see if you can hear all the layers of the sound. Beautiful. Next, we're going to just move our attention down to our throat and really breathe into our throat. You may or may not feel a pulling sensation right now. Again, there's no expectation. All we gotta do is observe and feel. As you breathe into your throat right now, just make sure that you're relaxed. And if your mind is wandering, just gently guide it back to your throat. By connecting back to our body, again, it helps us take a break from our busy mind. Because where focus goes, energy flows. Moving along, now let's have our attention on our shoulders. And just observe and scan if there's any tension in this area right now. And if there is, just breathe into it. And on the relax, just let the tension go. Breathe into it and let the tension go. Next, we'll connect to our upper back. Once again, just feeling any tension in this area. Breathe into this area. And with the breath, just let the tension go. Beautiful. Now we'll move along to our lower back right now. Doing the same thing, just observe this little area. Breathe into it. And on the relax, just release any tension. Right now in the meditation, you may feel some numbing or pinching pain. It's normal. Just try your best to ignore that and just direct your attention back to the area of focus. You are the master of your mind, and you have control over where to direct your attention. Now let's connect to our pelvis and just feel how it's holding up our body right now with perfect balance. And then feel our attention to our beautiful bum. And its connection to whatever we're sitting on right now. And slowly let's move that attention to our thighs. Just exploring this area. That supports so much of our weight. Really connecting to this powerful muscle. And slowly make your way to your knees. Your shin. Your ankles. And your toes. Take your time to observe each and every toe as they deserve your full attention. Just say hello to them. And once you do that, I want to invite you to connect to your belly. Slowly make your way from your toes to your belly. And just notice how your belly is doing right now. Just notice whether your belly expands when you breathe in. And if it doesn't, just make sure now your breath travels down to your belly and it expands when you breathe in. And contracts when you breathe out. Make sure your belly expands when you breathe in. And contracts when you breathe out. Again, if there's any thoughts right now in your mind, just gently direct it back to observation with no judgment. Just being fully absorbed in the now. By connecting to our belly, it really helps us sharpen our intuition. Next, we'll just connect to our heart whenever you're ready, slowly moving away from your belly to your chest area. Again, just breathing into your chest. Make sure it expands and opens up when you breathe into it. Now what I want you to do is just really focus on feeling your warm-heartedness inside and make sure that it's filling up. Just notice how this warm-heartedness feels inside you and know that this love that you have within is available whenever you want to access it. Beautiful. And if there's any pain right now in your body, just accept it. Breathe into it. And just divert your attention back to your heart. Now I want to invite you just to think of someone or something that you're grateful for. And just share your overflowing love to them. And just say thank you. Beautiful, you're doing great. And I also want to take this moment to thank yourself for being here today, making time to connect with your inner being. Just feel yourself, feel the love that you have for yourself. Take a moment to thank yourself and appreciate yourself. Beautiful. And when you're ready, just remember how this feeling is feeling inside you. This feeling of peace, serenity, calm, equanimity can happen with just a couple of minutes of mindful exercise. And just take a moment to remember this feeling and know that this feeling can happen in your everyday waking life. Because mindfulness is not something that you do, but a state of being. And the more you practice mindfulness, it will gradually become your default state of being. So with that, now slowly wiggle your hands and your toes and just shake your body loosely. And just slowly connect back to your environment and open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me today in this mindfulness meditation. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. Remember to practice consistently for best results. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Marco Chag. I'll see you very soon. Love and peace. Namaste.